Welcome everybody. So now we are studying the concept of Pascal's law and hydrostatic law. So Pascal's law deals with the pressure at a point in a fluid body, and hydrostatic law deals with the variation of pressure at different heights in a water body. So already we have seen 4 problems. Now the fifth problem is: an open tank contains water up to a depth of 2 meter, and above it an oil of specific gravity 0.9 for a depth of 1 meter. Find the pressure intensity at the interface of the two liquids at the bottom of the tank. So we have an open tank. So first of all we have an open tank. So we will draw an open tank. So it contains water up to a depth of 2 meter. And above it an oil of specific gravity 0.9. So at the bottom we have water, and above water we have an oil. So up to a depth of 2 meter. So up to a depth of 2 meter we have water. So this is water, right? So up to a depth of 2 meter we have water. So this is 2 meter. We have a water, and above it an oil of specific gravity 0.9 for a depth of 1 meter. So for a depth of 1 meter we have an oil of specific gravity. So this is for a depth of 1 meter we have an oil of specific gravity 0.9. So this is water, and this is oil of specific gravity 0.9. So we need to find the pressure intensity at the interface of the two liquids. So this is the interface of the two liquid. What is the pressure intensity at this point? So at this point, what is the pressure? And at the bottom of the tank. So at this point, okay, what is the pressure at this point? Pressure intensity at this point. So at two heights. So from the top at a height of 1 meter. Okay, at a height of 1 meter, we have to find the pressure intensity. Also, we need to find the pressure intensity at the bottom of the tank. Now, the given data are: specific gravity of the oil is equal to 0.9. So this height, see this is 0. So at this point we take Z is equal to, so we will take okay. So if specific gravity of oil is 0.9, we know specific gravity of oil is equal to density of oil by density of water. So from this we get 0.9 is equal to density of oil by, we know density of water is 1000. So we get density of oil is equal to 1000 into 0.9. 1000 into 0.9 we get 900 kilogram per meter cube. Now we know the density of the water is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Now we know the formula for pressure intensity is rho Gz, right? Rho Gz. Z is the depth of the fluid. Now our first case is pressure at Z is equal to 1 meter. That is at the interface between the two liquids. So you are always measuring the height from the top, from the free surface of water. Remember, we have to always measure the distance, height Z from the free surface of water. So this is the free surface of water, right? This is free surface of water. So from the free surface of water, Z is equal to 1 meter. Therefore, we get P is equal to rho GZ. Here, rho is the density of the oil. For first 1 meter, it is the density of oil. So, density of oil multiplied by gravity is the same 9.81 multiplied by Z is 1 meter. So, we get density of oil is 900 into 9.81 into 1. We get 0.8829 Newton per centimeter square. Now, similarly, the second case, we have to find the pressure intensity at the bottom of the tank. So, at the bottom of the tank, our Z is equal to 3 meter. So, this 1 plus 2, 1 meter of oil and 2 meters of water. See, since the density varies, since the density of the oil and water varies, how will we find the density? Okay, so this total pressure intensity P will be equal to rho GZ of oil plus rho GZ of water. So what we get is, we know density of oil is 900, G is 9.81 and Z is 1 plus rho G Z of water. So density of water is 1000 into gravity is 9.81 multiplied by the water is for a height of 2 meter. So multiplied by 2, we get 28,449 Newton per meter square, and that is equal to 2.8449 Newton per centimeter square. So this is your answer. We will move on to the next problem. That is our sixth problem. So our problem 6 is, the diameter of a small piston the diameter of a small piston and a large piston of a hydraulic jack are 3 centimeter and 10 centimeter respectively. A force of 80 Newton is applied on the small piston. Find the load lifted by the large piston when the pistons are at the same level. The pistons are at the same level. B, small piston is 40 centimeter above the large piston. given the density of the liquid in the jack is given as 1000 kilogram per meter cube. So this is our question. Now, so the diameter of the small piston and a large piston. So we have two pistons. One is small piston and another one is large piston of a hydraulic jack are 3 centimeter and 10 centimeter diameter. A force of 80 Newton is applied on the small piston. So first of all, we will draw a hydraulic jack with two pistons. Okay, we will draw a hydraulic jack with two pistons and we will apply this 80 Newton load on the smaller piston. We will draw the diagram first. Okay, so this is a hydraulic jack, right? So our hydraulic jack will be like this. Okay, so this is our hydraulic jack, and here in this portion we will have a smaller piston, and here we have a larger piston. So it is given that the smaller piston is 3 centimeter diameter and the larger piston is 10 centimeter diameter. So here the smaller piston is 3 centimeter diameter and the larger piston is 10 centimeter in diameter. So this consists of water or some kinds of liquid, okay. Now, what else is given? A force of 80 Newton is applied on the small piston. Find the load lifted by the large piston. Now, here a load. You are applying a load of a force of 80 kilonewton, 80 Newton, okay, 80 Newton on the smaller piston. So when you are applying the small 80 Newton on the smaller piston, you can lift a weight here. So here you have a load or a weight. So when you are applying some force here in the smaller piston, how much weight you can lift? That is the advantage of this hydraulic jack. Now, your condition is A, pistons are at same level, and B, this smaller piston is 40 meter above the larger piston. So first case, these two pistons are at the same level. Okay, for that we will see the we will write the problem first. So if the pistons are at the same level, okay, so if the pistons are at the same level, so both are at the same level. So this case, pistons at same level. So when the pistons are at the same level, we know the diameter of the smaller piston is 3 centimeter. So that is equal to 0.03 meter. So from this, the area of the smaller piston is pi d square by 4. We get pi by 4 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 the whole square. So we get 7.068 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Similarly, the diameter of the larger piston is 10 centimeter, that is 1 meter. So from this, the area is equal to pi by 4 into 1 the whole square. So we get 7.852 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square. Okay, so the area of the larger piston should be greater than the area of the smaller piston. Now, we will find the pressure intensity on the small piston. So, we have seen such problems. So, the pressure intensity on the smaller piston will be equal to the pressure intensity at the largest piston. Okay, so pressure at small piston will be equal to pressure at the large piston, and this is nothing but Pascal's law. So we are applying the Pascal's law. So we know this pressure is nothing but force by area on the smaller piston will be equal to force by area of the larger piston. Now, how much force is applied? 80 Newton force is applied. So, it is 80 divided by area of the smaller piston is 7.068 into 10 power minus 4 will be equal to force in the larger piston divided by area of the larger piston. So, area of the larger piston is 7.852 into 10 raised to minus 3. So, from this we get force at the larger piston is equal to 888.8 Newton. Now, so this will be the, so what is our question? Find the load lifted by the larger piston when the pistons are at the same level. So our weight lifted by the larger piston, weight lifted by the larger piston when the pistons are at the same level, right? When the pistons are at the same level is 888.8 Newton. So 808. So what does it mean? When you are applying a force of 80 Newton, you can lift when you are applying a force of 80 Newton, you can lift a load of 888.8 Newton, almost 100 times more load you can lift, 100 times more weight you can lift. Now we will go for the second case. So what is the second case? Second case is the smaller piston is 40 centimeter above the larger piston. So the smaller piston is 40 centimeter above the larger piston. So when it is 40 centimeter above the larger piston, so we will draw the diagram first. Okay. So this is the larger piston So smaller piston, and this smaller piston is 40 centimeter above the larger piston. So when this is the case, the pressure intensity will be equal to rho g h or rho g z plus F by A. Okay, that is pressure intensity at a point plus pressure intensity because of this variation of height. Okay, this is the pressure intensity. F by A means pressure intensity at a point. Rho G H means variation of pressure because of certain due to a depth of water. So, this will be equal to 1000. Density of water is 1000 into G is 9.81 into height or Z is 40 centimeter. So, it is 0.4 meter plus our force applied at the smaller piston is 80 Newton. So 80 divided by the area of the smaller piston is 7.068 into 10 raised to minus 4. We get 117.104 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. Now, see, this is pressure intensity at the smaller piston, okay? At the smaller piston. Now we will see what is the pressure intensity at the larger piston. So pressure intensity at the larger piston will be equal to pressure intensity at the smaller piston, that is equal to 117.104 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. Now, what will be the pressure intensity of the larger piston? That is weight lifted, that is force by area of the larger piston, is equal to 117.104 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. So from this we get the weight lifted by the larger piston will be equal to 117.104 into 10 cube multiplied by area of the larger piston is 7.863 into 10 raised to minus 3. So we get 919.7 Newton. Okay, so now listen, for the previous case, the weight lifted was 818. So comparatively, you can lift more weight when the pistons are at a different level. That is, you can lift more weight when the smaller piston is at a greater height than the larger piston by applying the same force. Okay, so advantages is, see, when you have to lift more weight, it is better to use the pistons at different levels. Okay, now we will move on to the next portion, that is relationship between pressure, which we will see in the next class. So in this class we have seen two problems. So the first problem was when there is two different types of liquids, when there are two different types of liquids, how to find the pressure intensity at different heights. So by using the formula P, that is pressure is equal to rho GH. So this was our first problem. Our second problem is when there is a hydraulic jack with two pistons, what will be the load lifted when the pistons are at the same level and when the pistons are at the different levels. Here also we used both Pascal's law and hydrostatic law. So our conclusion is when the pistons are at the different levels, that is when the smaller piston is at a level higher than the larger piston, you can lift more weight. Okay, the reason is, see, when it is at a higher level, you will have one more term called rho GH. So depending upon the height, you can lift more. If the height is more, you can lift more. If the height is less, you can lift less. That is the meaning of this. Okay. So thank you for today.